Hey, Boss Squad. How are y'all doing? Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. Hope everyone's having a great day. I'm having a wonderful day. It's a busy day. I was going to go over to the food trucks with you guys today because we have a lot going on over there. Today we're having a cleaning day, so they're detail cleaning one of the trucks, and then I have my repair guy over there. He's just fixing a lot of the little things on the trucks that need to be fixed. You know, nothing like major.
In half a mile,
Oh, shoot.
turn right.
Hold on, y'all. Let me turn this thing off. So yeah, he's just doing like, just doing some maintenance work, fixing some things, servicing the fryers and checking everything and all that good stuff that needs to be done to make sure everything's working properly. So they're over there, and I was actually going to go over there with you guys, but this really great networking opportunity came up for me over here at Avalon. And the name of it, let me find the hotel. It's at the hotel over here. So I've actually never been to the hotel, so I kind of got to pay attention. I think that's it over there. So hold on one second, you guys. So yeah, it's at this hotel, the hotel at Avalon and Conference Center, and it's called Follow the Money TSP. And it was highly recommended by someone that I trust, and she was saying that this was a really, really good networking event. Lots of really successful entrepreneurs, you know, to kind of network and meet, and lots of great speakers. Magic Johnson is speaking, and there's a long list. There's about 15 really great speakers that are going to be speaking at this event, and it starts today, and it goes from 9 to 6 today, tomorrow, and Saturday. A lot of cars going by here. And so they also have an evening session from 7 to 9, but I'm going to the day session. And I'll be here all day today, and then I'll be back tomorrow, and I'll keep you guys posted. I'll let y'all know what's happening, how good it is. I think it's going to be really good. The speakers are phenomenal. There's workshops and just all different types of opportunities to network with like-minded, you know, entrepreneurs, very successful entrepreneurs out here from Atlanta. And there's people coming in from other places. And here are some of the people walking around. And it's African American. It is our it's an African American entrepreneur event. I mean, of course, it's not. You know, it's not just limited to African Americans, but I'm saying that's what most of the people. So it looks like they're at lunch right now, and I'm at Avalon, which is a really nice mall. It's not a mall. Well, it's an outdoor mall. We come here a lot to like eat and shop. Andreas loves this Lululemon store, so we come here a lot. And there's I gotta find a parking space, but I see a lot of the people walking around with their badges. So I'm thinking that it's maybe like it's a little break for lunch going on right now. But it's really nice out here. We love coming out here. There's a dog park. There's a cinema. They have concerts out here. I've been to some of the little concerts over there on the lawn. And I love this. I love the Cafe Intermezzo here. They have really nice desserts and coffee and crepes. I love their crepes. So I'm just giving you guys a little tour as I roll around to the other side where the hotel parking is. But yeah, so I'm looking forward to making some new connections here, making some business connections. That's what it's all about. You know, I'm rebuilding an entire business, and I'm really enjoying the process. There's my Cafe Intermezzo that I love. I'm really enjoying the process. If you guys have never been out here to Avalon, if you're local to Atlanta, or if you come visit, you should come out here and check it out. It's really nice. It's a lot of really nice upscale stores. And, you know, regular stores too, they got, is that a food truck? Hold on now. Hold on. I don't think they got food trucks out here. We need to come out here. But the guys they're over at the commissary having a cleaning day. You guys can go check out our schedule. We have a lot coming up this weekend. We're going to be at a couple of different places. It's a very busy part of the season for us. And I'll be showing you guys a little bit more with the food trucks when I can. Oh, you know, another thing that I'm going to do? So my neighbor builds homes. So later on, after this, we're going to go. He builds phenomenal homes, you guys. And so he has built 3 really great. See, there's a few people coming from the conference. And I saw some other people as I came in. And here's the valet parking. But my neighbor, I'm going to do a tour of one of his homes. I'm talking about a beautiful home right around the corner from us. He's built 3 beautiful modern homes. And he builds a lot of homes for celebrities and you know, rappers. And he's built just some great homes. Hopefully he'll do the tour with us. I want you guys to meet him. He'll tell you more about, you know, what he does. And he's written books, and he's just such an inspiration. So I want to show y'all his newest home. Andreas has been wanting to see it, so he's going to let us do a tour. He's the one that built the house I was telling y'all about that has the rotating, the carousel inside the garage. He built that for someone. The homes that we're going to be looking at are in the $3 to $4 million range. Where do I park, guys? Let's see. I'm going to go around this way. I think I park over here. So I'm going to have to end the live in a minute, because one thing about me is I really need to focus when I'm driving and when I'm looking for stuff, because I'll get lost. But I see everybody walking from over here, so I think the hotel's over here. So his name's Patrick, and I'm looking forward to showing you guys his new home that he just completed. It's really nice. And we'll talk more about it. I'll give you guys more detail about all that later when we do the home tour. But I'm excited for y'all to meet Patrick and see the new beautiful home that he just finished. That's for sale. And I'm going to show you just a little bit. We're going to do just a little bit. Let me see. Here it is. See, so this is the event here. TSP Live. This is the event. So let me see how the parking works. If it's self-park or valet. But this is the event. And I'm ready to get in here and start hanging out and seeing what's happening. See? So these are some of the speakers. So this is the event, and I'm excited. We got a South City kitchen here. Dang it, I forgot to tell my team I was live. Hold on, y'all. Okay. So, yeah, I'm ready. I'm dressed for success, and I'm ready to go. And this is the event right here. TSP Live 2024. June 29th, 27th through the 29th, right here. Let me ask, we got a Starbucks here. Is it valet parking, or do you self-park? I'm coming to the event in here.
So it's only in your contract, if you self-park, it's $10 for the day. If you valet, it's $25 for the whole day.
Okay. I think I'll self-park today. I may valet tomorrow.
You close by. First stop sign, make a right.
Okay.
Parking deck's on your left. And as soon as you walk in the hotel, there's your conference.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. Sheila Jackson, thank you for that wonderful compliment. Thank you all for sharing the live and doing all the things that you always do to support. I really appreciate all the compliments. It always makes me happy. It's so encouraging. I'm going to pull over here to the side and read a couple of comments, and then I got to get to my conference. When I get inside, if there's any possibility, if I can do some live streaming and just let you guys see what's going on, I will definitely do that. remember the last time when I went to the conference in Puerto Rico, I was able to kind of let y'all see, it was the ROI conference. I was able to let y'all see some of it. I got to fill this out, because when I went to that conference, I actually asked if it was okay. Before I even went live, I had to talk to people and make sure that it was okay and it was acceptable to do that. So I don't know this conference yet, so I got to get inside, talk to people, get to know people, see what's possible. If it is, I'm definitely going to bring you guys in with me, and we're going to hang out a little bit, and I'll let y'all listen to some of the speakers, or I got to see what's permitted and what isn't, and then we'll go from there. But I love these conferences because what always happens for me is I always make new friends, and these are friends that I really enjoy, you know, that I always make good connections at the conferences. You remember the last one we were at, it was in Puerto Rico, it was ROI. We're going back, they're having another one. The next one's going to be in Los Angeles, and that's going to be in February, so I'll be going back to that. And at this last one in Puerto Rico, I met so many dynamic women. It was mostly women at that conference. Actually, it was all women. This conference here is men and women. But that one was great. It was all nationalities, all races, women, you know, mostly African American. I think this is men and women, African American, mostly. But I'm really excited for it because this one's here in Atlanta. So I'm going to meet a lot of local business owners and entrepreneurs. And one of my goals for this year is to get out into the community more and network more and meet other, you know, like-minded, successful entrepreneurs, you know, to just like, you know, brainstorm ideas with. We're looking for a marketing director. We're going to be hiring a marketing director for the company for I Got You Seasonings coming up. So, you know, just really just getting to know people, networking, enjoying. I've met probably 5 new friends, you know, 3 of which live here in Atlanta, at the last conference. And so it's just been like a really fun and great experience. Y'all met Casey. We went to the game together the other day. And I met her in Puerto Rico, you know, and you guys met, I'm trying to think, did you guys meet, the other 2 ladies that I met? Cause I went to the Hawks game with one of them, and then the other one we went to the theater, and they both own their own companies, and they're both very successful in their own right. Actually, one of them is uber successful. She has her company. I think her company is like a $10 or $15 million a year company. She owns her company does like something with digital type marketing, and I know Casey does that as well. That's a big deal right now, you know, anything that has to do with you know, new age, you know, the digital world that we're in right now. A lot of people are doing that and are very successful with that. And really, that's one of the things that I'm also that we're getting into a little bit more. But I think you guys may have met Farah. I think y'all met her because we went to go see Hamilton together, and I think I live streamed a little bit there. But there's a lot of stuff. She's introduced me to a lot of avenues of networking here in Atlanta because she's very well connected here in Atlanta. So it's kind of nice to meet other entrepreneurs and other business people, you know, that are kind of on the same path, and you know, you can kind of like get together and have coffee and talk about stuff. It's really cool. It's really fun. Hey, Lavette Bay. So I love it. I'm loving this. This is one of my main goals for 2024. Work smarter, not harder, if you will. Meaning, you know, find out what other people, because I've also met people, because, you know, we're now doing our subscription box. And if you haven't signed up, you can click the link below. That's a big deal. And I'm going to be showing you guys our new boxes that just came in. And a couple of these women are already having very successful subscription boxes. So I'm learning some things about that as well, and marketing, and how to, you know, how to make that a success. Let me scroll up. I'm going to have to go now, you guys. Let me make sure there's no questions. If you haven't signed up, make sure that you click that link below. Use the code I got you for 50% off your first month. You get a free gift. You get free seasonings. You get cooking classes. We teach you, you can cook along in our cooking classes, all different categories: healthy cooking, low glycemic, low cholesterol, gluten-free, paleo, keto. We're teaching you all of those things, and you can cook with us. So that's kind of fun. That's kind of nice. Someone asked something about my son. Do prom? No, Matthias is all about business, child. He's all about making millions, billions actually. So that's his main focus right now. He didn't care about prom or, you know, any of that stuff. He's on his way to becoming a billionaire, and that's his whole focus. And he's got a 5-year plan to be a billionaire. So going to the prom, I guess, you know, just wasn't on his list of, on his to-do list for this year. So he was invited, but he didn't want to do it. So, you know, all the girls are always trying to get with Matthias. Matthias is a handsome, smart, successful young man. But that's not his focus, guys. That's just not his focus. So I know a lot of the kids want to do all that stuff. I mean, I did it. I did prom, you know, and all that. But that's just, let me see who asked that question. Stephanie Whitaker. Yeah, that's not Matthias's thing. That's not his jam. So he really didn't care. I didn't feel cheated at all. I mean, because it's about him. And if he's happy, I'm happy. So, and don't forget, I got another one. Coming up. So I'll be able to do, you know, I'm sure Andreas will do. Andreas is more traditional. He'll do more of the traditional stuff. Matthias has never been like that. He's always, you know, what do you say, dance to the beat of his own drum. He has his own way of doing things. I've gotten used to that from him when he was, you know, 4 years old. So I know how Matthias is. He forges his own path. He has his own ideas. I'll usually try to get him to do stuff, and when he pushes back, I let it go, because he knows what he wants. He knows how to do what he wants, and he does things his own way. And you can try to push him, force him, talk him into it. It doesn't matter. It's a waste of breath. He's going to do it his way. So I asked him, did he want to go? Did he want to do this, that? He was like, no, I don't care. I'm like, are you sure you're going to miss all the senior stuff? He was like, I don't care. I'm making money. All the seniors that are doing all that senior stuff, they're all trying to be like me. And that's what he told me. He's like, they're constantly calling me and asking me, how can they be more? How can they be like they want to do what I'm doing. He was like, so I don't miss any of that. He was like, they're all trying to be like me. So I was like, okay, as long as you're happy, because, you know, the thing is I just want to make sure that you don't regret it. You know, in a few years, you look back and you go, oh, I missed the prom. I missed all the senior, because I was like, what about the senior trip? You're going to miss the senior trip. All the things that you've been in school for all these years, it's all coming to a close. Senior year is when all the fun and all the activities. And he was like, that's not 1/100th of the fun that I'm having right now, making money and building my business. That's my dream. That's my goal. That's what I want to do. And he, you know, and again, like he was saying, and then all the other kids, he was like, you know, they wish they could do the stuff I'm doing. So I said, okay, well then if you're happy, then I'm happy, because I don't want you to miss all this stuff and then regret it later. And he said, no. So, you know, I had many talks with him about it, and I couldn't change his mind. And then I decided that, hey, why would I try to change his mind and talk him into stuff that I think is great, that make me happy when I was in high school? Because everything doesn't make, you know, what made me happy isn't what makes him happy. So, and I think, you know, really back then, if I could have been making, you know, if I could have been doing what he's doing, I probably would have preferred that too. So that's the long answer to a short question. No, he didn't do that, and no, he didn't miss it, and no, he doesn't want to, and no, I don't regret it, because he's happy. And like I said, I still got Andreas. So we're going to do all that fun stuff with Andreas. Because I really wanted Matthias to play basketball too in high school because he was really good at basketball. And I was like, hey, I want you to be on the team, and, make All-State and make All-American and go to college and play basketball because he was good. And he was like, I don't want to do all that stuff. He was like, it's too much work. He was like, I don't want to stay after school till 7 o'clock, go to practice every day. He's like, I don't want to do that. I want to work on businesses. And so I had to let go of that dream because I was just like, I can't wait till he's like, in high school, like playing on the team and stuff. He didn't want to do it, but he did play AAU. He played like summer league and he played in some different church leagues and stuff, but he didn't want to make that commitment in high school, even though he was good. He probably would have got a college scholarship, but guess what? He doesn't need to go to college. So a lot of things with our kids, guys, we have to let go of our dreams and what we want and support them in their dreams and what they want. And as a parent, it's hard because I played basketball in college. I played basketball in high school. I got scholarships. I got all that. And he was good. So I was just like, he's going to have all that and more. And he might even play pro. You never know. And he was like, I like basketball. I love playing basketball. He was like, I don't want to make that kind of a time and energy commitment to the sport, though. And I'm like, why not? It's great. It'll teach you discipline. It'll teach you all these things that I learned from it. But he's like, that's not my path. I don't want to do that stuff. I want to be a billionaire. I want to have a $10 million yacht. I want to have homes all around the world. I want to, he has all these like goals. And I'm like, Matthias, you know how hard it is to get all that stuff? I'm like, that's a lot. And he's like, I'm going to do that. You'll see. And he started, around 14, started with the mindset of it. And now he's on his path. He's doing it. And so when I saw that he was serious about it and he really was committed to it, I was like, well, let me help him do that. Let me support him with that. Let me give him advice on that. Let me hire, attorneys to help him get this business going. Let me do the things that support him on his path rather than trying to fight him and be like, no, you don't want to do that. That's too hard. Don't do that. Do this, do this, do this. And we have to do that with our kids. We have to support them. We have to have faith in them. We have to believe in them so they can also believe in themselves. And when they reach all their success, you don't want them looking back going, yeah, my mom fought me the whole way. You want them to say, my mom always loved me and supported me, and she helped me with my goals. She helped me with my dreams. That's what you want them to say. And a lot of parents don't agree with what their kids are choosing to do. Honestly, we didn't really agree with Matthias doing online school. I didn't want that for him. I wanted him to finish in school and experience all the stuff. But if he had done that, he wouldn't be successful. He has $1 million company already. He wouldn't have that if he would have been in school. And he explained it to me. He broke it all down. He was like, here's my schedule. Here's what would happen if I waste 8 hours a day in school when I could do the online school in 2 hours. After 12 o'clock at night, I can do my online school. I can work all day on my business. But if I'm in school, I can't do all that. So I was like, yeah, okay, that does make sense. I mean, and he is, working really hard. And he was like, everything I just worked for all over the summer just all goes out the window. If now I have to get up at 7, and he's like, I'm not going to be focused. I'm not going to be happy. He was like, and really, the business is going to have to almost stop. And he's like, and then, I'm going to be working all at night on the business, and I'm going to be tired at school, and I probably won't even get my good grades anymore. And it's not good. I'm going to be very unhappy. So I said, okay, well, Tree and I talked about it, and I was like, I think we need to do a different plan for Matthias, because he's ready. He's very focused. He's very determined. He's very hardworking. He's very disciplined. He's not just messing around, sleeping all day. He's working. So we made that decision. So that's kind of the story to answer your question about, him, all the senior stuff. He didn't want to do it. He doesn't care about it. So, and now he has his nice, he's living really, really happy. He's living his dream. He's in Miami. He's on the floor, 50 something, 60 floor. He has a really, really, really nice place. And that's what he wanted, overlooking, the city and the ocean, and he's got everything that he's wanted at the age of 18. I mean, for his age, you know, for he's reached his goals for this year for his age. And of course he has many more goals. But the thing is that, you know, all his work pays off. And exactly I can't read it, I'm sorry. But yeah, so I think the right decision was made for him. And I'm glad that I was able to do that. Because if we would have made him do something else, then he wouldn't have probably been successful at school, because he was a really good student the last couple of years. Used to get letters from the teachers about how great of a leader he was and he is and stuff like that. But all of that probably he would have been unhappy. And when Matthias is unhappy, it's just not good, because he just won't put forth when he's living, you know, in his truth and in what he wants. He's very good, and when he's not, then, you know, he kind of shuts down. And so I didn't want that for him. So we had to just kind of rethink everything and redo the path for him. We had to follow instead of lead. We had to say, okay, show us your plan on what you want to do. If the plan looks good, if it makes sense, and then, you know, we're going to do it. And that's what he put together, a really good plan, and I liked it. And I saw him working really hard and not going out and playing around and doing all the stuff that a lot of kids his age were doing. He wasn't out drinking and chasing girls and driving around, you know, at 3 o'clock in the morning. He was working all day, you know, getting his rest, getting up, building his wealth and his company. So, you know, you got to support your kids, guys. You can't just force them to live your dream. You got to let them live their dream and support them. So, yeah. That's my TED Talk for today. I love y'all. I got to get in my conference. It's already 1:30. Let me get in my conference. Mwah. Love y'all. Let's see. Wait, hold on. Out. Okay, I can't cut sorry, I couldn't read that comment. It's hard to read with my sunglasses on. Yeah, he's very smart and he's very successful. And he's really, I mean, I don't know what percentage of kids are in his, you know, success bracket or income bracket. It's got to be less than 1%. I mean, like, he's in a very, very, very small percentage of the success, the level of success that he's reached. I've always said he's brilliant and he's a genius. And if y'all want to know something, the VIP subscription box, that's Matthias's brainchild. He came up with that idea. If you have not joined our subscription box, please join now. You click the link below. You get a lot of great things. It'll take you to our website and it'll show you everything that you get. It's a great opportunity to be a part of our private community. You can use the code use the code VIP. Use the code VIP and get 50% off your subscription box. It's a beautiful branded box that we send you with gifts inside, seasonings, recipe of the month. You get free cooking classes where you can cook along in our private group. It's not public. You get a weekly boss talk with me out in the community. You have access to me. You get my private phone number. It's great. Use the code VIP and get 50% off. Matthias came up with that idea. So I'm just happy that you guys love him, you support him, and you ask about him. And I hope that I answered all the questions about Matthias in high school and all that stuff. He learned from the best. That's you. Thank you, Sandra Mills. And thank you. Yes, I've been teaching him since he was a little kid. And it's been a joy to watch him and Andreas. They're little sponges. They learn a lot. They're smart, brilliant little kids. Andreas just started his TikTok. He's already got videos that have gone viral, over 1 million views. I'm proud of him as well. He will have, let's see, material things. Yeah, Felicia, you're right about material things. He doesn't only care about material things, though. That's the thing, is he has a very big heart as well. Like, he's a very spiritual person as well. And so it's not just for material things. I think he just wants to reach a high level of success. And I really applaud him for that. And I appreciate that he works so hard. He doesn't sit and ask people to do it for him. He does it for himself. So as far as college goes, you know, he'll probably be one of these kids that'll go speak at colleges and mentor other kids. Because he is a mentor. He's a leader in his community. He helps other kids that want to start businesses. So it's not just about material things for him. It's also about just like what makes him happy. You know, like, he loves entrepreneurship and business and politics. So that's where he puts a lot of his time and his energy. So it's not about like having like a whole bunch, like, money does, like, when you're in business, the more money you make, that is an indicator of how successful you are. But for him, it's not just about that. So I think you got to kind of understand a little bit more about, you know, what kind of person he is. So let's see. Yeah, he doesn't want to go to college. So college really is insignificant to Matthias. For some people, it's great. Like, for others, it's a waste of time. So as far as like recapturing, I think I saw your message. He doesn't really need that because college would have actually put him way behind. So I'm glad that he made the decisions that he made. I think it's great for him. Maybe for you, college was a great thing, you know, but nowadays you're going to find a lot of kids are skipping college because the kids that are really building wealth in a different manner, they're getting their experiences from other things besides college, because college is not something you really need in your life. It's just something that can add to your life or it can take away. It just depends on what your goals are. It's not for everyone, and it's not needed. When you've reached a certain level of success in your life, from 16 to 18 years old, then it's really just not needed. You know what I mean? But I don't try to, the thing for me is because I've always encouraged my kids to go to college, like Andreas, Matthias, and I encourage other kids because I think that it's kind of like the normal next step after high school, but it's not necessary for everyone. You know what I mean? It just depends on what you want to do. Like, if you want to be a doctor, a lawyer, like, depending on what kind of profession you want to go in, then you can't really skip college. But for being an entrepreneur and being in business, you can definitely skip college. You can delay it. You can skip it. It just depends on how successful you are. I went to college. Yeah, I graduated with a bachelor's in, I graduated with a bachelor's of art, and I had a BA in psychology, and I also went to grad school for business. So I went to the MBA program. I did not finish the MBA program, but I went to college. I graduated from Central State University. I also played basketball there. I was on a full basketball and academic scholarship. I graduated with straight A's, 4.0 GPA, and I also played basketball. Yeah, and he's much more advanced than the ones who went to college. Absolutely, Yvonne Williams. So, you know, it just depends, guys. It really does. It depends on the person. It depends on what your goals are. There's so many factors, you know. So there's no one blanket statement. When you make a blanket statement and you try to include it for everyone, that's not a good idea. Adore your family. Thank you so much. You can't apply one thing to every person. So just because it's good for you doesn't mean that it's good for everyone. Obviously, Matthias, it wasn't something that he needed. And I mean, you can look at his success and see that he didn't need that. But then, you know, you can look at other people and you could be like, wow, look at, you know, you can look at people that graduated from college and they're working at, you know, they didn't really reach their goals. Like, they're working at Walmart, they're working at different places. Then you can look at other people and you can be like, oh my God, look how great college, look at the great jobs that they have in corporate America or here or there. It's just different for each person. You can't make a blanket statement and just say all of this is good or all of this is bad, because there's good and bad in all of it, and it really depends on the person. It depends on what you choose to major in. It depends on what connections you make in college, because to me, college is more about connections, making connections, than it is about like what you learn, because most of the stuff you learn in college you don't even use. It's not even, you don't use in your everyday life. There's so much that it's kind of a waste of time in a lot of ways, but then it's also valuable and beneficial in a lot of ways. So you got to kind of take the good and the bad, and you got to take the good parts out and use those to your advantage, and then just kind of discard the bad, the stuff that really you don't need or you don't use. For me, it was quite valuable in a lot of ways, but then it also, I really didn't need a lot of start my own. I just lost some of you guys. That's my signal. It's time to go. I love you guys. Go order the best seasonings. Believe it or not, we still have the code Juneteenth for free shipping. And VIP is the code for the VIP box. I'll be talking more about that. And I love y'all, and have a great day.